yesterday. And Batrider, every time this guy makes it through the first ban phase, I'm surprised. But last game, he made it through until the final 9th pick. And that shocked me, because I don't know about you. I feel like Batrider is one of the most dominant offlaners by far right now.
Yeah, he's really good. Especially, it makes sense as well because they banned out the Oracle, which is a really good counter against the bat. So it makes him even strong. Grimstroke, I wouldn't say really isn't a great support to like try and handle him in the offlane as well. So I agree with you. Batrider sticky is always super annoying. The new Firefly with the movement speed increase is really good and shorter cooldown, so you can use it to farm more often instead of having that like the Legion Commander effect where you have to stay up map.
Yeah.
To scare the other team, being like, oh, where is the Batrider? Where is the Legion Commander? Or where is the Beastmaster coming out from the shadows with a roar?
That's true. And we did see them pick up the Nyx to counter that last game, which they could still do. It has been left in, and they do need a 4 unless they're running the Doom as a support like Winstrike did.
Yeah, I could totally see a Nyx here. It's good against, especially if Wraith King goes Radiance, like Radiance carries the freeze stun from Carapace there, and as you said, the Fly from Batrider easily stunned. So it wouldn't surprise me if they would be looking towards a Nyx here for sure.
I guess the other interesting thing we can see right now is that Winstrike picked up the Beast and the Batrider, which suggests a Bat support maybe?
It could be a Bat Beastmaster dual lane. Yeah. We've seen Batrider 4-5 supports many times, right? Like No Tail, I know in OG play. I think I've seen it for
Saxa, I think, plays a lot of 4.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, the Tidal Hunter and Team Colizeum is just saying here is like team fight. We want a lot of team fight, and you're not overtaking us in that department. They currently on Winstrike, they have like the pick-off kind of centric, right? With the lasso, with the roar. Wraith King is more like just single target, right? So,
but I guess the argument is the Winstrikes has a lot more flexibility on split push, not just pick-off, right?
Exactly. So that's where I'll be looking. Oh, the Rubik, the Ravage Steel, that's cool. PL, that's the late game coming out from Colizeum. Yeah, because I was gonna say it would be interesting to see what Colizeum picks up here hero-wise, because will they support this team fight with like push, or secure it with like some late game like PL or a Spectre or something along those lines? But yeah, they pick up the I'd say PL is decent against what Winstrike has, but it all depends on how like lanes goes into mid game, because PL needs some time to come online with Diffusal, Manta, and then on top of that, like I don't know, a Scouty, a Heart, something like that, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 major items before PL becomes like this super, super dangerous thing. Whereas Wraith King, if he gets a decently good Radiance timing, it's go time, I'd say, for Winstrike.
That's true. And I'm looking right now, I think the big concern I have with the PL for Colizeum is you look at how much damage Winstrike have in the mid game, and Colizeum don't have a save. Right? So like if you prime a roar the PL, he's dead. Like you said, he needs time. He goes through the Diffusal. He's not very tanky still with that, especially against the damage that these guys put out.
Yep. Alright, and the last ban Storm, yeah, they're looking for the mid hero for Colizeum for sure. Same with Winstrike. It would surprise me if Rubik was their mid at this point.
Yeah, we did just see the Ember ban, which those two just seem to constantly either get through together or just get banned out together.
But speaking of the saves, as you said as well for PL, OD has one of those saves, right? Like if someone gets roared, you put them under in the Astral. And I remember, which tournament was that? Was it Dream League, where mid one just kept going like Greaves and Ags, so stuff like that. So he had like 2 imprisonments and just kept putting people under, like both offensive and defensive, which was really cool. But
Okay, Sniper. He's been creeping in, all right? I know he's little and people can't quite see him, but he tends to just kind of skirt in under the line of sight of us into the competitive scene occasionally at the moment.
I really like this Sniper pick. Against Odie, he's like considered a little bit for quite some time, right? I'm not 100% sure how it is nowadays, but against Odie mid, like the
trade
Sniper.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You trade farm, you trade well, you don't really lose And I'd say Sniper out carry like is better than OD late game. It's just getting there right. But overall, I like Winstrike's draft way more. It's more well-rounded. It's easier to execute, I'd say. Or maybe not. They have this like tight under team fight and everything on Colizeum. It's interesting.
I think it's a comparison of definitely ease of execution and the timings, right? In conjunction with that, is you look at Colizeum, it's like, if everything goes perfect, then Winstrike just disappear.
I'd say Colizeum is more level dependent to keep the mid game going. Like they need 6 on Grimstruck for the combos with Doom. Tide Hunter needs levels, OD needs level, PL needs time, right? So whereas Winstrike, I'd say, so no fear on the Batrider as well. Yeah, I'll be interested in what lane are they gonna run here?
I assume it's likely
It should be Silent Lil, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You put Silent and Lil together. Although there is argument for more pick-off potential with a Wraith King Batrider together, but I think they want to have Bat plus Beastmaster because they're double slow.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. So. I agree with you there.
Oh, look at that. Well, 4 wins in a row. Well, we'll see if we can make it 5 after this one. I actually like these new intros. I think this is the best intros we've ever had for like Dota in-game.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we didn't have any for a long time, didn't we?
Yeah, but then we got those, like, I can only call them Street Fighter. They feel Street Fighter-esque ones, right? Where it's like, the face-off. Like, all right.
Oh, God. I need to restart, though.
What?
my camera is bugged. I'm looking at what you're looking at.
Oh, that fun bug. Oh, yeah, that apparently, I think Liz found out about this. It happens when you are spectating a game, and then you get in the lobby with the person or something. It's really weird.
No, it's if you're in a lobby while spectating and then the game starts, or you quit the lobby. No, we had this at TI4, I think was the first time, and we didn't figure out what caused it until like TI5 or something. Oh, no. And it's still in.
I think the best one is when Lizard gets like the most impressive thing I've seen Lizard ever do is he had a game where his camera got completely stuck, like it just wouldn't move at all, right? And he literally cast the entire game like that. So he was just like making injections based on like the minimap movements and just things I was saying.
Yep.
Smart lad.
All right. So we see Lil here going with Nongrata offlane.
True. So they're gonna have no Thin Silent. It does have a lot of kill potential, the Wraith King Batrider, right? Because you get a few Skelly Bros and then you stun, you get 3 sticky napalms, and people just die.
Yep. But we also have this like strong man lane like Doom and Thailander, 2 extremely tanky. And a little bit greedy as well, because obviously you're gonna have Devour on the Doom. He can like fall back to the jungle a little bit, give some solos XP to Tide. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the lanes turn out here.
We'll have to see if the holy RNG occurs, right? If there's a Santa creep, then no one on Colizeum dies in this lane.
Yeah, that's the classic, isn't it?
I remember, like, I can't remember who it was I was talking to about it. He, like, summed it up as, actually, if you just get a Sata creep, you win the lane. Like, it's impossible to lose. Like, that's a fair point. There's no situation in which you trade better once you've got that creep.
Yeah. And we see Doji pulling the creeps here. Let's see if he pulls them to a camp so he can use Devour as well.
The typical behavior at the moment, of course, is, you know, on the second wave, you always pull through. That's what we see the offlaners do a lot of the time. I don't know if he's going to punch it a bit. It's kind of surprising he wasn't in position straight away to just try and maximize sticky napalms, right? Because I think at that stage, Dodgy has to abandon that or die.
It's interesting that Tide took over the pull as well, and Doji just runs for the next, but 6 stacks now?
I think he's going to... No, he's just trying to drag time, right? And go for the TP, because it's a level 1 bat, so he can't kill you.
And what does he get here? Yeah, he gets the Swiftness Aura and the Thunderclap.
That's not too bad. That's like... I'd say that's... Ooh,
the Swiftness Aura is really good.
So I'm trying to think what would we reckon the order is, because I feel like at the start of the game, Sato is top. Would you say Wild Wing Ripper's better because like it's just armor?
No, I personally like the Thunderclap and the Swiftness Aura as well. Especially if you play with someone in lane, the attack can be quite good for trades.
That's true. And then it's a nuke as well on the side, as opposed to the Wild Wing Ripper, which If you
Yeah,
somehow kill someone with a tornado, you just deserve to win the game at that point.
Like, good were the old days when Shen and Chantress would just take a Ripper and send it mid, and then just
Oh god,
tornado
yeah.
that mid player.
No, the
And
worst
you
one.
just want to alt F.
What was the worst? The worst one was the Harpies, right? The Harpies. Was
Oh,
that.
yes.
God, that was.
Oh, God.
That was broken. Not as broken.
It still is.
Hey, there's nothing is as broken as the TI qualifiers when someone discovered tornado stopped you moving.
Oh, right, yeah.
They had to give a ruling on it, but it was like people didn't quite understand the ruling, so I think there was a mishap in one of the games.
Yeah. Or when, what was it? There used to be a tombstone bug with Centaur ult, and people would get stuck in the zombies as well.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was. There's been some fun ones over the years.
I can't remember. Do they still have the alchemist bug with the tombstone? Where you can just
No, they
they
fixed
removed
that.
that, yeah.
It became a thing on Reddit, and they kind of fixed it.
Hey, you never know. These things, they can come back. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kuman in trouble. A sniper. He said he has the advantage, but when they get on top of you, Dodgy, just dive and Fair Fire comes out on the headshot as well.
Very well played by Little there, tipping in, reacting.
Never underestimate.
There's our first blood. And if we take a look at the last hits as well, we see Sniper doing really well in lane, more than ice, more last hits. They're actually winning all 3 lanes right.
Yeah, it's going remarkably well. And this mid lane doesn't get any easier for OD as well. It's the other important thing to point out here.
Agreed.
It's like, this is the big thing. Like, I think people regularly forget just how small the Astral Imprisonment range is. Like, I think I realized that the first time I truly realized it and it clocked for me was a Shadow Fiend matchup. It's like, oh, if he ever comes at you, you get 2 razors out first. Tidehunter, he's in trouble. They're chasing in. Nothing wants to get on top of him and make him feel the burn. He sidesteps it.
Well.
They've got Ray Fire Blast though. There we go. They'll be able to tick him down and kill him off. And Dodge is going to chase on through. No fear with the Fairy Fire. The clap is going to come out. But it won't be a round of applause for Dodgy as he can't seem to get the kill.
Oh.
Look how low they are. This is so close. He's like, oh god damn it.
Eat the harpy. Get the chain line.
Just zap them. In the words of Razor, zap their ass. Instead, they're going to try and hit him up. The Ray Fire Blast comes out. One big fat crit and Dodgy. Oh, the clap. One more hit. Silent gets it. And No Fear lives.
Oh, the Skelly Bros just wrecked Doji. Oh, Silent.
God, those skeletons are so good, especially against Doom, a hero that has 0 armor. This is why I believed in the Wildwing Ripper script.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah, the Skelly Bros. Oof.
I don't know. Have you been seeing this a lot? Like, I've been watching a few like high-level pubs and a few of the comp games I've seen. There's more players going for the skeleton damage talent at level 15 now.
Yes, it's actually I played some Wraith King today, and it's actually ridiculously well. Really good. And I even went for the 2 skeleton spawn, but I don't think you will do that in this game since they have both a OD and a PL.
Yeah, that would
so
be
like the diffusion mana burn and the OD ult.
That's true.
You don't wanna lose that reincarnation. So on level 20, he should go for the no reincarnation mana cost if he gets it.
Yeah, if the game goes that long, that's kind of the beauty of like the late game Wraith King now against that. He's not actually counted too hard at that point by the PL. Nice kill on Grimstroke though, nuked him down pretty hard.
Yep, lift back into the boar, slowed, and finished off with a fatal. Easy life. Yeah, top lane. PL is farming well, which is really nice, but both Rubik and Beastmasters are not getting shut down at all. So this Grimstroke is getting set up to have a very annoying game.
No fear. He's being annoying, but he pays the price for it in the end. All that for a South. I guess it's kind of this argument of like who can do more from the offlane. Like Beastmaster's going to be a lot more annoying in the mid game than Tide, but if you keep funneling money down the Tide's throat like No Fear just did, maybe not so true.
Yeah, it's also you have this greed in the Doom supporter with the Devourer. He's gonna be like this 4 that's gonna get items and farm just because of the Devourer bonus code. So
we saw that from
we'll see the timing, as you said, right, with Beastmaster getting the Vlads and everything. Yeah, that's where Winstrike is probably gonna try and hit hard.
And Beastmaster, of course, he's still an assertive offlaner, but not as much as he was after they nerfed the Vlads in terms of components. It used to be the headdress was so definitive with the offlane. No more, though. Check out a mid again. How's this going? Sniper's been on a little bit of a lead now. Is this getting to the point where this lane is just untenable for the OD?
No. Oh, wait, bot lane. We'll get back.
They're going in. Oh, he actually found the right target this time. They're gonna slow him down with the Gush, but dodgy. Just too little, too late. In the meantime, Grimstrike will die top to Lil. And Non-Grotto will die in return to the PL. But now Batright, the Fireflies ran out. Hadouken through. Can he get the deny? Oh, it's a Hellbear. No, he didn't. Oh no, he didn't click it. He cancelled.
Oh. And little top lane managed to survive. Yeah, Imba4 just rotated in now, but too late. But yeah, they get a kill on Non-Grotto top lane as well. So not too bad at all.
Yeah, perfect time to slow him down as well. Getting ever so close to completing that Vlad's. It's a decent increase in damage as well when you think about the boars and how hard Lil hits.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, Vlad's soon coming up on Beastmaster as well. But back to answer your question about the OD and the mid lane. Yeah, Sniper has totally taken control over mid lane. He's over almost soon 20 last hits ahead, and OD can fall back in the jungle like he's doing now, but it's not the best, but I guess it'll work out for now. He's getting a Midas, going for a little bit of the greed, but at the same time silent on the Brave King, obviously also going for the Midas standard build.
I feel like
so
if you have to go jungle as an OD before like 8, you feel bad about it, right? Because that's when you can just farm stacks pretty rapidly. Whereas the Sniper, he can just match your farm speed right now in the jungle with Shrapnel. It's rough.
Yeah, and I really like the Radiant here as well for the Sniper. Like the medium cap is really close. You can go back and get the big camp as well really easily. OD kinda has it good as well, I guess, but yeah. But we see Doji rotating into the mid. Hopefully, he's tipping top.
They've got to wrap around from DSR, but DSR, the Grimstrike not the best one for this. Lift back, Lil tries to get out of range, gets stunned up. Primal Roar thrown out. They want to turn around with the PL. A lot of damage being done. Lil will keep on running as the Fade Bolt coming off cooldown. He can go for the zap. It's going to be assassinate through. See you later, PL. Then he'll get DSR as well. And Doom will walk away with his tail between his legs.
Very well played by both Lil and Non-Grotto there. The lift back and the roar to save after the doppel. And they were. I thought he would be quite lucky there on the PL because the Fable didn't bounce to him, but Sniper was there with the follow up as assassinate. So yeah, no problem.
And as a result, look at that tier 1 tower and the Fountain Lancer. He can pull back to the jungle right now, but it's still painful to lose the tower this early when really you have no items. You don't have anything unique or big coming up soon. Chase in, no fear. You get the silence off him in time, so you can just back away. They'll secure the rune. And it looks like Doom picked up one on the top, so only... Wait, no. Yeah, only one going the way of Winstrike.
Yep. Well played. Playing for the runes. Bounty runes. Always a good swing of gold.
Well, they need that swing as well, because I'd say Colizeum are on the clock. We talked about late game being good for them, but... We just saw the second Midas picked up. So Kuman, he has one. Oh, Silent, he hasn't actually had his war out yet. Or did he cancel it? Is it coming? Yeah, it's coming.
Is it on the courier?
Yeah. It's
on the courier. Yeah, so Kuman also goes for Midas. I like this as well, because he went for the 25% cooldown reduction talent on level 10 as well. So more value out of the hand of Midas.
Scriff, when is Wagger's dream going to become a reality? When are we going to get the Necro book build?
Never. It's cool, but you have to, I'd say, like have somewhat of a lineup or a tactic around it, right? Where you like push and you win early.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it generally just feels like it ends up feeding away gold more than anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of like the Beastmaster have started going away from it as well. But mid lane?
Yeah, speaking of Beast, sets up a kill, an easy one to Grimstrike. I think it's a fair point, right? Because the argument I've heard some people make is, oh, it tanks you up, right? It's great, it tanks you up. But it's like, that's a contradiction. If you're a sniper, it's like your issue isn't you need to tank up. Like, you're a glass cannon. The whole nature of this hero is you will be a glass cannon.
Yeah. Play to your strength.
Don't try and jack of all trades, basically.
Exactly, yeah. No, but it's also, as I was saying, like the Beastmaster doesn't really go for it anymore either. Same with like Lycan, you go like Helm, yeah, you can go Necro as well. Lycan is kind of like the exception.
I think there's like there's a few heroes that can justify it. Like Beastmaster theoretically still could because of the Inner Beast.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, Dazzle was a really good pick for it, not because the cooldown reduction, that was part of it, but it was the way you used the Shadow Wave, yeah, and the farm speed.
Ooh, top lane in the jungle.
Going in. Oh, he's going pretty deep, PSR. You can try all you want with the Ink Swell, but he's already dead. Dodgy chasing through, doesn't have access to the Doom.
Only
and these boars, look at the boars! He's actually going to die to them at this rate. He's just going to TP out, he doesn't care. He'll find a kill into Rubik, he didn't want to be greedy.
Yeah, there were more people in the neighborhood. The TP out is the safe play there. But I think he could have killed Doji if he just went for it. But he'd probably lose his own life. Yeah, no Ravage used yet either. Not really any big team fight to use it in, which is telling me that Winstrike is playing this game, as we discussed in the draft, kind of like split pushy, being skirmish fighting more than anything.
Yeah. It's not an insurance policy like we see in some games with these big ultimates either. Like you can see by the way Colizeum's moving, they want to actually find a use for this. Yes. Because of these double minus, it's because of the way they're losing towers.
Yep. And it's 13 minutes in, the Grimstroke isn't level 6 yet either, so they don't have access to the double Doom combo yet. And yeah, 13 minutes. Yeah, that's a little bit of a jag. Not the timing Colizeum was looking for.
Dodgy has 6 now. The Doom has 6. They're almost there. The combo is now online.
Yeah, there's one of them, 1 out of 2.
Problem
but yeah,
is...
they're losing tier 1, they're losing tier 2 bot lane, they're losing towers fast.
And where the Skelly Bros? Oh, they ran off in the jungle.
Yeah,
it's like
they live their own dream. Yeah.
This is why you like playing Wraith King, right? Because you're like, why are you farming jungle camp? It's like, guys, I'm trying to get the pushback on. I need to get these guys across.
I can't let them die, you know.
They're my children.
Ooh, Doji is in an interesting position here as well.
Yeah, but the Assassinate scared away the Tidehunter, so he wouldn't have any backup. Is it me or like with every passing patch and changed to Wraith King, the little Skelly Bros are becoming more like their master?
Yeah.
It's like they're growing up. Speaking of Skelly Bros, the boar as well. The DSR.
No.
He might die. Go Skellies, go. Oh, the boar's keeping it slow and he gets the kill. Lack of commitment needed. Non-Grata will just TP out before Ty can even go for the Ravage opportunity. Oh,
yeah, nothing is coming up Colizeum here, but in mid lane?
Yeah, Lil needs an escape plan. Lassie's going to come out the OD to stop him. The Stomp's going to be there, and Rubik, he's in trouble. He will be going down, and Lassie is used for nothing as they still lose a hero.
More of that is what they need.
It's just a little kill. Nothing big.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see here. Time to reap. Almost has the diffusal. I guess that's kinda a small. It's weird, right? Because PL have this like diffusal timing where he can't fight, but then say around like 20 minutes, he's gonna feel like he's fallen off again before he gets a full manta or something like that.
That's
and in the meanwhile, yeah, exactly. And in meantime, Silent is getting closer and closer to that radiance as well. And when he gets that around 20 minutes, yeah, the Winstrike are gonna go even harder than they already have.
This is kind of why I think I'd say PL's kind of fallen off a little bit, is the realization that there's this giant window. I say giant, even if it's 5 minutes, that feels giant with the current like end times of games. Where once you have the diffusal, you're too squishy to really do much with it unless you outnumber people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you want this like snowball fight where you go in with the superior numbers and the enemy team just like trickles in. Smoke coming in toward.
Yeah, but Silent's not the ideal target for them. Problem. And Kuman, he'll never be close enough to have a part. They don't have a blink on anyone. There's no easy way for Colizeum to initiate.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of the problem with like this Doom Grimstroke thing, right? Like Doom doesn't have blink yet. He was played as a 4, and the cost range of Soulbind early on is like super short. You shouldn't get caught out, especially like the double. But here we go, Doji with the haste.
With a haste, this could be the play. They used the Astral on him. It's going to last a while. They're retreating, no fear. He throws his body at them. Elasti's going to come out, getting Tide low. Primal Roar out onto the OD in the meantime. And Tide, he's not got much health left. He wants the Ravage play. He'll throw it out just onto the Sniper. And they even throw the Doom, everything, just to get this pesky little dwarf. They get stolen Ravage. Can he get it out? Yes, he can. Lil perfectly sets it up, and they'll get some vengeance on the side of Colizeum. It's a 3-for-1 trade. And they just gave a big fat ultimate over to the Rubik if he even wants to hold on to it that long.
They found Imba as well.
Oh, they might get him. They got the lockdown remaining. I don't think they have. No, because Non-Grata's already used the Primal Roar, but Imba, he has got TP.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's going for the shop.
Yeah.
Is it on cooldown?
He's going to be dead. Silent's here. Oh, he gets body blocked, but doesn't matter. Lift comes out, he's gone.
Unfortunate. That's why you carry a TP all the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Educational lessons right here.
Alliance tried to teach us during TI3, but yeah, still going on. Is it 5 years later?
Lessons are hard learned, you know. It's like was Gareth was tweeting out. It's like, why do people not? Wait, was it Gareth? I think it was Painful. Someone was saying that why don't people build BKB in the pub games? I'm like, well, because everyone calls each other pussies when they do it. There's rules to pub games you have to abide by. Dodgy, he's dead. The creep army has upgraded from killing Grimstrokes to killing Dooms. They're a little bit hesitant, but they're gonna move in. They side against it though. The diffuser was burning up their mana too much. Yeah,
the mech from Tide came up as well. Killed him up.
Although, this is the other thing. Even with that diffuser, even when he gets his next item, the Crimson Guard is now on non-grata. And there's an assassinate on the DSR.
DSR, poor guy. Yeah, even in the previous, like, during the team fight, he was trying to run in to get his soulbind off. But he had to run through shrapnel, he ran through so much, like there was boars in the way, and then axes came flying, and then he ran through... yeah, and he just collapsed.
It's rough. I think Grimstroke feels like one of the worst heroes when you're behind, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the disruptor as well, you know. Just like your sandbag doesn't do anything. It's the same with like Grimstroke. You don't feel like you're doing it. You're always late into a fight. You don't have that much cast range. Sure, you can ink swell like your PL or your Tide or something, but it's hard. It's a hard life.
It is definitely rough, and it's gonna get rougher at this rate. Not only is the Aegis being picked up, non-grata. Oh, okay, he didn't go for it. He switched out the blink. He's going for medallion instead. But still, it's like he's upgrading every time. It's like the creep army has killed a Grimstroke. It was gonna kill a Doom. Now I have a medallion, so I guess we kill an OD with it.
Yeah.
He has no way of defending himself. It's like, well, he can astral blink, but they can just preemptively guess that and move beyond him. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah, and also because he has this Crimson Guard up, the PL, sure, he's gonna burn your mana, but he isn't gonna do much damage at all to anyone on Winstrike.
He needs like 2-3 more items before he actually even is felt, shall we say.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Silence, Radiance is done. Yeah, Winstrike right now, taking all the tier 2 on the entire map, taking Roshan. It'll be interesting to see here if they decide they want to go high ground with this Aegis, or next one. Because there's like, what, 3 minutes left on this Aegis, I think?
They only just picked it up, so they've got a lot of time, right? So yeah, they could do whatever they want with it. The beautiful thing as well, like, this is another big benefit of Wraith King, is when you think about that first Aegis and like how you have to curb your expectations because there's always a threat to other people, you basically have 2 Aegises for this 20-minute push.
Yeah, you have this...
Oh, Tide, that was brave. Give me Lassie to cross. They're going to start kill Grimstroke. Oh, they're going to jump on the Wraith King. They're burned for his man. He's got the big one. He'll throw it out. But no, he threw it out too soon. The damage wasn't enough. Sanity Clips on the side. They're forcing them back right now. Kuman, they pop the Aegis. Doom's going to be thrown out. They're going to chase on the Lil. No way away from this. They don't have a Ravage anymore, though. So Kuman, he's going to hunt. He's going to look. Assassinate. Gets dodged out by the Astral. But now, that's just catch-up time for the rest of the side of Winstrike. Imba gives his life. Nothing he can do. Doom, Lil's still alive. He's going to get lift out. The steel's going to come through as well. He has to stomp to control him up if he wants to. He's going to get close enough, and there it is. It says, what up, Dodgy? I dare you to hang around. Assassinate is going to come out. He'll eat a creep.
He doesn't have a TP.
He knows he's screwed. There's nothing he can do. His headshots will stop him from even Infernal Blading once.
Yeah, well played by Lil there. He managed to run all the way to the shrine, get it popped while being doomed, survive, and steals the War Stomp of all spells to steal by. Well played. Also in the game, like, yeah, as you said, like, the stick from Silent, just a tad bit too soon. But it's really hard, right? Because you get health, you get mana. If you get too much health, your mana is going to get burnt anyway.
He respected the PL too much. He was like, this guy gets too hot. Oh, he doesn't. Actually, did he get clipped? I think he had the Crimson Guard effect on him barely as well, which...
Oh, yeah, I don't know actually, but yeah, if he has that, it's even more like, oh, my mana burns before I die.
It might just be that PL hits that pathetically. I don't know. It was like he was taking 40 damage, if that, from each hit.
Top lane.
That's a sad Tide. You got a mechanism. You can save yourself for 2 more seconds, or not.
Oh, or not. Yeah, and these Midases as well from Winstrike has kicked in massively, right?
Yeah, they've paid off. through and through. And it's like the heroes they got them on as well. Like these are good heroes to get them on. If you think of the talents that you get as a sniper, all your attack speed at this stage in the game is hilariously ridiculous. And Wraith King, we talked about that level 20 talent. He's going to get there at a decent pace at this rate. Let's come out. Speaking of the counter to him, the counter is dead. Primal Roar out on the side, looking for more as they chase onto the Doom. Imba, oh no, he's losing to the sniper here. There's no assassinate available is the only good news for OD. He's got his blink, but he can't use the Flamebreaker stopping him. It looks like he'll finally be able to escape. Barely able to, though. The turn rate with that sticky napalm. Nofi's still hunting. Yeah, calm down, buddy. That's a bridge too far.
Doji got out as well, being chased by Non-Grata, but he got out of range of the boars.
Might just push in, though. Doom has got Doom common cooldown, so they have to be a little bit respectful. But you got a Beastmaster. What do you care?
Oof. Here we go. High ground. No Aegis.
Yeah, but you got a sniper. What does it matter? One of the few heroes that can do this.
PL dead as well. He has the Yasha. He's going back on a hood on PL instead of finishing the Manta. Yeah.
You can't necessarily blame him. Like, if they just casually hit him with an assassinate, look how much damage that is at this stage in the game.
Also the Radiance burn to the illusions and everything, right? So I get it. It just doesn't feel good to have to do that, you know. There goes like wait, like 1800 gold.
It's rough as well, because if you do manage to survive through, you don't want that item later on. It's not like you can build it into anything useful. You know, if you feel like you need to protect from magic damage, you'll get a BKB. And I don't think there's ever been a scenario where it feels good as a core to build a BKB and hood.
Yeah, and on PL as well. Like BKB isn't his favorite item. But we have some good news for Colizeum. Imba, the OD, has Drums Blink, has his Midas, which is also ticking, right? Level 15. If he managed to get this Hex, that's where like OD becomes scary. Blink Hex, he can catch someone out, get some orbs off, and blow someone up with the ulti. That could be huge for them.
That's a fair point. I think maybe they need some sort of save item, because the target's going to be Sniper, right? But what would you expect a Rubik to be building at this stage in the game when you need a save item? Something involving a Shadow Amulet, maybe?
Yeah.
like a
maybe not the Claymore though. Maybe not the Claymore though. That's an interesting take. He didn't even take the 60 damage talent on level 10, so why would he do this? Oh, Non-Grata though? Gushed?
Yeah, he's in trouble. Silence nearby. Prime roll the turnaround though. Going on the Doom. The Ravage going to connect on the 2. Doom with the BKB just hit on the side. No one is dealing with the Sniper. The Science, everything being thrown on the other core. But now, look at this. Sniper's ready to clean house. Dodgy's going to go down first. Tidehunter can't run away quick enough. Imba's going to get out. But the last 2 is going to connect onto the PL. He just tried to get him back into this fight. But now, it's time to run. Not time to reap. He will get away. They'll secure the bounties. But sure, you get that kill. Sure, you feel great about a big kill on the Wraith King. But the whole while, it just is an observation of the same problem. Who is killing Sniper?
Yeah, sure. But they did only lose the Doom in that fight, and they got the Non-Grata on the Beastmaster, and who also bought back, and also silent on the Wraith King. So it was a good fight for Colizeum. But yeah, the problem still remains that Sniper, especially with the BKB now as well. How are you gonna deal with him? So I guess the answer I have to that is this OD with the Blink Hex. But how did you first of all you have to find a Sniper and get on him without him getting up.
Yeah.
But as we talked about, like Colizeum during the draft, right? Like this, we were looking for their saves and stuff. Winstrike, what's their saves? Sure, they have a lot of lockdown, but there was a Shadow Blade being built by Lil and Rubik, not a Glimmer, you know.
He changed his mind, but it's still not a save. He's going Ags.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can steal the Astral. You can have your own save, right? That's
true.
Maybe that's the real strategy. Screw Ravagers, just save people. But yeah, it's the beginning. Like, yeah, Colizeum, that was probably as good as they could hope for. But it's a preview. Like, right now, they have this huge problem in how much they have to commit for those kills, right? And if Sniper gets one more big item and they don't somehow... Like, I'm not sure they can keep pace with his farm rate right now.
Yeah, so luckily for Colizeum, they have this, like, one hero in the game that could just, like, delete another hero from the game called Doom, right? But he needs to be able to get on Sniper somehow. Either it be a Blink or a Shadow Blade or something, and there's, like, no detection. Something like that. I could see, like, if they get a Doom on Sniper, they don't need the combo, they don't need a double Doom, just Doom the sniper and then run at him as Doom, and the rest of the team can just like pile on top of that. But yeah, finding the sniper again.
And it's not like his item build was wrong. He needed to get this Spirit Vessel. The Spirit Vessel was crucial against these tanky heroes like the Wraith King and the Beastmaster.
Yeah, Spirit Vessel is probably one of my favorite items currently, at least in this patch, on a lot of heroes. It's movement speed, tankiness, it gives this amazing offensive and defensive.
It's one of the most relevant items, I'd say. Like it was OP before, right, with the heal as well. Like that was the discussion for a long time. It's like, actually, how do you balance this item? It's up there with Blink. Like, and that's a brave thing to say, because Blink is obviously amazing in practically every scenario. Doom not looking so amazing at all.
Spirit Vessel won't save him from that. Yeah, Silent went with the Shiva's Guard after Radiance as well. I guess this is in response to them having a Phantom Lancer and also an OD. Sure, you get a bigger mana pool for the PL to try and like do more damage with the burn, but also you have a bigger pool, so you might die before you run out of mana.
Yeah.
Also clearing with the effect, of course.
That's true, and like that attack speed reduction on a PL as well. It's just
also against OD is amazing, like giving him less Arcane Orbs.
True. They did just find a pick off on DSR. This is typical Grimstroke though.
Don't worry about it.
It opens up the pit though. They're going towards it. They have that DD on Sniper.
Doesn't have buyback on Grimstroke either.
I don't think you can even, like, even if you have buyback, you can't contest. I mean, your Tide has no initiation tool. Human is just screwing around right now. Like,
he has the Greaves up on Tide though, which is quite good.
Yeah, you go for the run-in strategy, but like, if they see you, like, say you run in from here, right, and someone spots you, Kuma's gonna kill you before you get in Ravage range.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, the sniper is getting balling out of control, let's say.
He's going for the crits next. That's the fearful point. Like, you actually, I don't think do you feel like once he has a Daedalus, can you even react to an initiation? You kind of have to initiate, right? Instead of being
you have to find the jump. Yeah. But how do you, again, like, how do you find
that
Hex,
right? And even if you have that, how do you find, as you were saying, like, you need the vision. You can see they're trying to take control of vision with the sentries all over the place. But one team has that.
Yeah, we see all these sentries and everything, but again, look at the heroes coming up from Winstrike. There's a Beastmaster, there's gonna be this Hawk scouting you, there's a Bat Rider with Firefly. You know, it's... Well, what do you have on Colizeum for vision? There's not much. You have the Shivas even on silent for vision control as well. Yeah, it's I don't know, the more I think about it, it's looking quite good for Winstrike right now.
True. This is just a textbook example of how vision can win you games. Is what you're really getting at. Just the this is the power. Right? For a long time, people talk about how powerful Beastmaster was because of that Hawk vision, and then Bat Rider for his own gains. You basically got two of the best vision giving and ganking offlaners in the same draft.
Yeah, where's the Night Stalker? You know.
Don't know. They made him crap after they took his Ags. I don't know why you remember they removed the Ags effect, but they changed it. It's like, why? You could have still had the Ags effect, and it wouldn't have been Imba.
Yeah.
That was very weird to me.
Alright, high ground time.
Knock knock. Sniper here.
Yeah.
Have to do something, but remember we said it earlier, Tide doesn't have an initiation tool.
Silent standing in the front line as well, has a cheese. Sniper standing back there, all safe. It's looking really hard right now.
Trying to walk in right now. They need to stop him. Ravage going to come out. Soulbind's going to be as well. They're looking on the sniper. It's the only one they'll be able to find. It's right. They're stolen. Ravage. Little turns around. The Primal Roar comes out. OD down to half HP already. Science Clip should be able to come up with the last two. No, the Astral didn't last long enough. He's going to go down here. He can't even throw out his ultimate. They're chasing on the Wraith King. He's got the second life to work with. He gets it off just in time. He'll be back for the fight. The Aegis is reclaimed, but the heads at Colizeum will fall alongside it. They chase in. Non-Grata looking for more. DSR can't get away. For all he tries, it's not enough. The GG comes out, and Winstrike take the series 2-0.
Yeah, very well played by Winstrike there. Colizeum, I'll give them props for going out with a bang in that last fight. Unfortunately, it didn't really go their way. Yeah, Winstrike played that game really well. Calm, collected, didn't made less mistakes than Colizeum for sure.
And you know that could have went differently. I think the variable look at is that Shivas we talked about for the extra int. Did you see how close the mana was? If they burnt a little bit more, Wraith King wasn't coming back, and then maybe you have a chance.
Yeah, they fought into the Aegis on Sniper as well. They managed to pop it quite early in the fight, but yeah, OD got caught in like the Stolen Ravage by Lil. Very well played from him into the lasso as well. So OD, I don't think he even got off his ultimate that fight. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
No, he was crawling away on like 10 HP, but obviously the turn rate of Sticky Napalm meant he couldn't even do that much.
Yeah, so it was just, yeah, sure, they could have maybe killed Silent there, but I don't think it would have mattered that.
Yeah, it would have been, maybe it would have made them think twice for a second, but there's still the Kuman issue. The name of this game is literally how, like, it's Sniper here. Like, that's the title I think this would get on a YouTube channel.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great last pick Sniper into the OD. It's very, very well played by Winstrike.
Yep, but that means you got on, and it was one game, which, let's be honest, it was a bit of a stomp. You've done already, Scriff. This is an easy day. This is a light day for what you're used to.
What? I was gonna say, it's like I'm used to like 3 best of 3s a day or something.
That's what I mean. It's easy, right?
What is this casting life?
Casting life's easy, son. You know, sometimes it's 3 games. This time it was 1 game.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
All right.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. But that means we are done for the CIS games, guys. There is more action going on. Nomad and Mo will be covering the finals of CIS on the first channel. I'll be back tomorrow for the EU. We'll be doing the first line of that, so I'll be following that through to the grand finals for the EU qualifiers. I'll have Lizard joining me. He's actually back. He said, Liz, I was like, Liz, how you doing? And he's like, Pigeon, I miss you. I made a mistake. I should have never abandoned you. Love me. I was like, okay, I can do that. But we have to chill before we go though, Scriff. Do you like chairs?
Chairs?
Chairs. Do you like DX racer chairs? Because I do.
Oh, right, yeah.
I like them so much. I dream of having them. Do you dream of having them?
I don't have one, so yes,
yeah.
Please.
Well, apparently they're our sponsor. Maybe they'll send us one because, you know, I've sat in a few events. They are pretty cozy, you know. It feels like your ass is in heaven. Do you get that feeling? Like you just sit and it's like, I could stay.
Oh no, I've worked multiple events where there's not a gaming chair. Let's say let's just call them fold-out chair.
Oh no, not the fold-outs.
And not having a DX racer when you're working long days at events is a nightmare. Yeah, get a good chair, guys.
More nightmares than you get from a Bane. So there you go, guys. Get yourself a DX racer and get yourself some more Dota. Head across the main channel. We're done here for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow to reconvene for the EU qualifiers, hopefully. Till next time, guys.